I'm coming for it. Put me out, but double would you? Been a dime since I made fortune. Looking like a heritage. I don't know what marriage is. In the line of sour kick, I'm pouring out my soul into a cup. I'm with this girl, she rubbing out, but she gon' smoke and we gon' fuck. I'ma tell her all my problems, she gon' tell me that's what's up. Pussy cheaper than a therapist, I'm fucked up in the head and shit. And I'm fucked up in the head and shit. And I'm fucked up in the head and shit. And I'm fucked up in the head and shit. And I'm fucked up in the head. I'm pouring out my soul into this cup. On a pot, am I enough? When I rap, am I enough? Baby, I ain't rapping up. If you get ready to call my bluff, fuck, I need a reason to keep going. Need a reason, give me one. We the reason for the tape. We the reason niggas in it pods and getting steady jobs. Call myself the street sweeper, I ain't lie. I ain't made fudge in so long, but I put that shit on God. I still put that shit on God. Stand inside my bed, make your booty do the wild boy. I'm gonna add it in a bottle, she gon' ride me like a towel. I'm on top of that surprise. Nigga, see with my one and they gon' dama. Where's the other one? Nigga, who's the other one? I'm on drugs, I'm comfortable. I'm on leather X pills, I'm fucking on my ex still. Made a pact that if we get back, then we gon' make it real. Really than it ever was, fake it in my own word. I'm outside with two of them, somebody call it cold word. I'm outside with Tuscan leather body for the Dracos. I'm outside looking for you, for the take home. One night that little yachty, super like my hand swipe. Shorty fit is old, she pulled up bitch and pinstripe. City wild, but get me right, the bitty look real good at night. Staring at the stars, I see you inside the moonlight. Stand inside my mirror, make your booty do the wild. I'm Addy in a bottle, she gon' ride me like a towel. I'm on top of that, some problem. Niggas hopping from my army, dropping new like hopping on. On a different kind of timing. Niggas say I'm dropping dollars. I'm like, why you think I dropped it? Yo. This is a world for me. Pour another shot, then I forget that shit exists. I'm on hinge with a 6, and she just asked for dick pics. I'm on ask to keep me focused in this cup to get me loaded. If this woman piss me off, she disappeared. I hocus pocus, watching Total Drama Island. I wanna follow Sean to feel like Timmy on that song. I'm distracted in the corner. One more cup, then I'm a goner. Or stupid, I'm a farmer. I'm a crash out, demon like my name is Chauncey Garner. With his lady for the shot, she keep telling me she shy. She on Twitter popping pussy, baby. Do it in my house. Look mother like Hedge. Plus she kiss her like twins. Accents ain't enough. Last shit I did a lot. Past scissors like that. Next shit is my best. I don't like to take your test, cause every time I'm gonna pass. Like the passage of time, I'm on your ass, I'm looking back. That's a matter of fact. That's a matter of time. Just a matter of tick. What's the matter, baby? All you needed was some dick. What's the matter, baby? Wrist on froze like she door. Perfect time for you to leave, baby. Walk you to the door. Piece of shit is for the Lord. Piece of meat is what she sees. Bitch, ask if I ski. Niggas never been an accident. Bitch, I'm hunting, I'm tapped in. Should probably make a LinkedIn. Niggas sign a bio for the tunes that you rapping. Pour another shot, then I forget that shit exists. I'm on hinge with a 6, and she did ask for dick pics. I'm gonna ask to keep me focused in this cup to keep me loaded. If this woman piss me off, she disappear, my hocus pocus.
Happy Monday, Chad. Happy Monday, Chad. Happy Monday, Chad.
Yo. Love that she gone, but I hate that she had to leave. Blood on my palm,
Leave a stain, wrap it on my jeans.
niggas say they spinning, but I don't see no IPs. Yeah,
Just leave it up to me.
if I kill BD pieces out of Middle East. Lebanese 10 give me top, it was Mideast. Drone strike like Obama, COD to kill street. Yeah, just leave it up to me. Y'all don't cost a thing, but
You ain't see my baddest one spin a rap on it. It looked like it ain't had enough. Said it was just the wait, but Friday ain't go fast enough.
yeah, just leave it up to me. Ball like I washed up.
Play inside of your league.
How the fuck is Israel even playing inside of your league? Tel Aviv is beautiful, I love the patch Beverly. Yeah, just leave it up to me. Nah, that she gone, but I hate that she had to leave. Blood on my palm, leave a stain, wipe it on my jeans. Niggas said he's spinning, but I don't see
I'm not on Twitch, no. I don't see no heads. I don't see no bodies. I don't see no heads. Who said they co-signed you? Who was the old head? Who the fuck is he?
We leave him 60. Throwing mass, he walking down and call that shit a genocide. Cape Tar East because it's Ramadan in Palestine.
See me outside and I'm probably giving out salams.
See me outside with some shit that look like
Salams.
yeah.
Fuck, nigga!
After me, if I kill BB pieces out of Middle East. Lebanese 10 gave me top, it was Mideast. Drone strike like Obama, COD to kill street.
Welcome in, everybody. How we doing? 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 Happy Monday. It's 3:09 p.m. It's 3:23. Excuse me. Today is March 23rd. It's still 9 p.m. here on the East Coast. It's 48 degrees outside. This weather can decide whether it want to be spring or not. It is what it is. Thank you, our man Fire Track. Thank you. We here early. Y'all know I'm on my early man shit, dog. These days I'm an early riser. I'm on my early riser shit, chat. Last night I went to sleep. Actually, I took a nap, woke up 8, then went back to sleep. Woke up this morning at 8 o'clock. I've been up 8 o'clock. I was doing laundry, cleaning my room, folded clothes. Twin, I'm really like on my early riser shit these days. I text 4. I say 4, I'm gonna start streaming at 3, probably go around to 5. So you can leave your crib at 4:30. You can get here at 5. We can start podding. I got this shit mapped out, nigga. Got it mapped out. A friend of mine's asked to come hang out today. He said he'd be here at 3:30, so we'll see if he pulls up. We'll see. But if not, I'm gonna just be on stream by myself about 2 hours. How are y'all doing? How was y'all weekends, first and foremost? Down watch one Black Cabbage video on Instagram. They get up at 8 a.m. No, bro, I had to I realized number one, I got Adderall again, so that's helping me be more productive with my day. I'm not just laying in bed and doom scrolling and bed riding as much anymore. In office, man said he was in office, leaving for a job interview in 30 minutes. I feel so slimy. No, sometimes you gotta do that. Yo, bad doing them niggas. Fuck it. It is what it is. Bad doing them niggas. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, no, I've been trying to get up early just on some not be a piece of shit. And it's not just you know what I'm saying? How do I become less of a piece of shit? You know what I mean? Also, I've been seeing this girl and she works like a regular job. So when she sleeps here, sometimes she gets up early. So I think her waking up early and being here and having to leave early has started to, you know what I mean, influence me. Great. Me and the Haitian shorty flowing right now. Word. Did you watch the Managed documentary? I did watch that. We talked about it on stream, but the video got copyrighted because we played clips. I gotta post that to Patreon. I put that on Patreon tonight. Yeah, I post that tonight. So y'all can have that. Because maybe I'll just put out that excerpt too. So I can put the whole stream if you want to watch it. But I got that. I have that recorded. I have to post that. But yeah, no. Twin, I went outside this weekend. Four and I went outside with friend of the show, Lynn's. Lynn's birthday was this weekend. She turned 22. And that was a theme of the weekend. I was outside around a bunch of young folk, unked up around young folk. We went to the Skywater show. Skywater had a show in Philly at the Foundry, right? We had a show at the Foundry. What you doing, Drewski? I don't know what that means. Skywater had a show at the Foundry that we went to. It was vibes, dog. I tell you this though, it's a few things I noticed. Number one, first of all, before I even get there, we went to the show and I grabbed my wallet. obviously because of my ID. This is an underground rap show, so the underground rap shows don't last long. The show started, doors open at 7. So I'm like, oh, this show gonna be over by like 9:30. Shows are at 10. So I was like, okay, cool, but I'm not going home after that. We're gonna do something else after that. Like we're gonna go somewhere else, right? Part 2 to reacts. I gotta do that. Yeah, I was trying to let the shows build. I was trying to let the episodes build up. We can do that later on this week. We'll talk about that. We can do that. I'm going to the Skywater concert in Brooklyn tonight. I'm so hyped. It's gonna be good. It was some random rapper who was the first opener. Then Baby Osama opened. Cool. I want to talk about the show in a second. Before I talk about the show, I want to talk about getting into the show. Dog, I didn't have my ID, so I grabbed my wallet. My ID wasn't my wallet. It fried me. So they was like, "Yo, if you're 18 plus, I need to see your ID." I went, "All right, cool, grab it." And I was like, "Fuck, I don't got my ID." She's like, "Cool, you can go in. You just can't drink." I said, "Who, me?" She said, "Yeah, you can't drink." I said, "But why not?" She said, "That's the rules. Like, if I don't mark your hand, like the bartender know not to serve you." Cool, whatever. So it was sectioned off. The bartender, it was like the bar section and like the food section. It was sectioned off. So to get to the bar section, you had to walk through the door. Both Lens and 4 had their stamps. The lady who was like at the section off to make sure young people wasn't drinking, she said, "What about your stamp?" I dead ass looked her dead in the face and said, "Look at me." Wallahi, I just said, "Look at me." She said, "You right." And let me go. Of course. Look at me, twin. I'm so obviously 30. Like, what are we talking about? Also, there was like real deal kids there. Like, and so inside the adult section, I want to call it, like the bar section, it was dead ass parents there who was like obviously brought their kid to the show, who was just like, "I love my son." You know what I mean? It was that kind of shit. There was that I want to say like a 40-year-old white man with headphones on, just in his own world. I'm like, "Oh, you're not here for the show at all. Like your kid is here, and you had to chaperone your kid to this. This is you hanging out with your kid." Fried me. So I was like, whatever. I'm getting my drinks, but I had to leave early though. So I had to leave early, but it is what it is. I had to leave early because I can go back home and get my ID. Because I'm like, we staying outside tonight. Fuck that. Boom. So we're watching the show, and it's like it's pretty. Like, I was like just watching it, examining it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know Skywater songs. I'm not that familiar with Baby Osama's discography, and the first guy I did not know who that was at all. But I'll tell you this: the real star of the underground show, the real star was the DJ. The DJ was doing all of the transitions between songs with the artists. Like, they carried the show. The DJ was like, you've been to rap show. The DJs are like usually a part of the show, but this DJ was like more a part of the show than any other DJ I've ever seen in my life. Like, at some point, he was like, "I can't wait till I get my set off." He got his set off and just started playing like just all of the kids' favorite underground songs. What was it? What they nigga name? Osama Son record. The one that started the last album. They played that. The one that if you know of Osama Son, if you know of them, that last album, it just sounded like construction is at the start of the album. Just noise. It's literally just noise. Like, it sounded like the fucking pacer test at the top of that beat. That shit came on, the kids went up stupid. They had the time in their lives. And I watched it. I'm like, y'all get it, yo. The kids are just rebellion listening to this piece of shit music. It's awful to listen to some of it, but I get why they like it, yo. The kids got to have their own thing. So that was cool. At some point during the Baby Osama set, she was like, "All right, y'all, I'm about to play some unreleased." Right? I'm like, "All right, cool, word." She started playing a song, and I swear to God, it was just Diced Pineapples with Drake and Rick Ross. It was just Diced Pineapples. So I thought, oh, maybe they sampled this. Because like a lot of those old Drake records from that era is like heavy sampled right now. So I'm like, okay, cool, let me hear it. Twin, I swear to God, they just played the song. Like the hook and everything. What fried me was nobody knew that song. Like, none of the kids knew that record. And in that moment, I knew I failed as an uncle. In that moment, I knew I have not done my uncly duty and passed down these records good enough. Because Baby Osama knew that, John. She was like, sing it, y'all. Nobody knew it. Nobody knew it. Like they were just, it was quiet. Quiet. They were like vibing to it, but anybody knew it. It was only me. Water came back for you. I just needed time. This is my shit. This is my I'm like, I love this young. The kids did not know it. It fried me big time, bro. I was like, how don't y'all know this record? But it was cool. I left to go get my ID. When I left, Northwest was there. Kanye West's daughter was there. Why? I don't know. But she was not only there, but on stage. That's for sure. And by the way, I did sing Aston Martin music, by the way. I did. That's yeah, man, that's on me.
Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
I did sing Aston Martin music. I forgot Dice Pineapples for a second. But damn, you live right now? I am. She too. Twin, that, first of all, when she walked on stage, I was outside at this point. I was smoking a black. I was about to call my Uber to go back home and get my ID. I've seen videos. She got like this loud ass pop. If you know wrestling terms, a pop is like when like the audience react. The pop she got was like you watching WWE and like you hear Stone Cold Steve Austin's like the glass break. And like how loud the crowd get. That's how loud the crowd got when fucking Northwest walked on stage. I said, this girl is 12 years old. This is a 12-year-old. Why y'all? I digress. The kids love her. The kids love her. The kids love her. The kids love her. I think it was also cool because I know for a fact that Kim Kardashian was in the Foundry last night, for sure. No, not last night, on Saturday night. Like, Kim Kardashian was like, because ain't no way, like, who is she flying to Philadelphia with? Like, her parent gotta be there. You know what I mean? But why is she so popular? Cool. I think that's a weird, I think it's not a weird question. I think the answer is more simple than you think it is. Like, popular kids be popular to kids. It's like, it's that simple. Who got more motion? Northwest or Zendaya? That's, hey, Piz, you asking the questions? You give Northwest a couple more years, she gonna lap Zendaya. But popular kids are popular, gang. She Ye kid, and she's Ye kid, and she's like tapped into stuff. So I think it's like, number one, I think it's like the kids being like, oh, feeling validated that, somebody who is come from the lineage is like one of the greatest producers of all time in hip hop, like our stuff. So I think it's that. 7 degrees of separation. You just met Drake, gang. Go get that Aubrey dog, the Aubrey dog episode. Get that Aubrey dog episode. Aubrey's dog. You want me to talk to Aubrey? Does Drake have a dog? Huh? You think she become a popular music artist? Most likely, yeah. Most likely. Jaden Smith dropped the album that people liked. Willow Smith dropped the album a few weeks ago that I heard it. It wasn't that good. It was a few weeks ago. It wasn't that good. But she got a hit record. She got a hit or two. Jaden Smith had like a big rap album. Like it's not uncommon for like these nepo babies or these nepo children to become like popular in culture. And I think Northwest is like following that same lineage of like, my parents, you loved my parents, and I'm like, I'm a lineage of them, love me too. Yeah. I think people are going to stream that shit. People are going to stream it. Also, she is a pretty good producer, what I heard. She do be producing for like some niggas in the underground. Which, even if the beat is ass, I feel like that's a stat. Like, I feel like that's a selling point for an album. Executive produced by Northwest. That's a selling point. Like, she got cool art direction. You talking about what's her name? What's her name? Northwest. She do. But yeah, no, that was fun. Very, very fun. I thought that was, it was an interesting experience. It was an interesting experience. Niggas know I'm unked. Niggas know I'm so unked out. I'm like the most unk anybody has ever unked ever. But I love when I get to learn stuff about the young kid culture that I don't know about just from talking to like PMs or anything like that. I think that was cool for me. But to talk about just real quick about what's in the title, I haven't watched this shit yet, but I do want to watch it. I don't know if we'd watch it in VC, or we watch it, or I watch it on stream, or I watch it by myself and then we talk about it and I take notes on it. I haven't decided what we're gonna do yet with this shit. But this Netflix show, why do I have two chats on? Which chat should I turn off? Whatever, that one. This Netflix show, Age of Attraction. I don't know if y'all seen. I don't know if y'all. Nigga, where my chat go? Okay. I don't know if y'all seen the trailer for this shit, but it's literally just age gap discourse show. Literally just the age gap discourse show. That's all it is. That's all it is. I want to watch the trailer.
I have dated guys who were my age because it was the right thing to do. And it didn't work out, obviously.
All right, first things first. I dated guys my age because it was the right thing to do, and it didn't work out. So you want to date somebody young? So you want to date a child? Like, this show's frying me because why are they setting up like, why is age a new determining factor of why relationships go bad? Like, oh, you've only dated people inside close proximity to you of your age. So like people in your generation, maybe y'all have a similar high school experience or college experience, or like just being adult, y'all have similar things in common interest wise of what time you were born. But that's not working for you. You ever thought about fucking a 16-year-old? Have you? Like 16-year-old pussy might be for you, gang. This is what this show is about. Yo, you ever thought like, what if she was like 22? Her pussy probably so fire. Ain't nobody touch it yet.
When I find that person, baby.
Here, you'll be dating and even committing without ever knowing how old your partner is.
Are you ready?
What's frying me, gang? What's frying me, gang? They say that like that's just not like it's like that's that crazy of a twist. It's not that crazy of a twist to not know how old somebody is. Also, look at niggas. You can tell a millennial wrote this show. You remember a few weeks back? Do y'all remember a few weeks back, or maybe it was 2 years ago? Do y'all remember like 2 years ago? The fucking millennials was like, yo, we look so much younger than Gen Z. I don't know why Gen Z looks so old. Some millennial in their fucking crazy ass mind thought to themselves, yo, like we look the same age as these other people. So like, why can't the show exist? You won't be able to tell you won't be able to tell anybody's age. Yes, the fuck you can't. Just look at them. Look at them. Smell their cologne. Listen to the references. You'll figure out pretty quickly how old somebody is. This isn't a big twist.
I'll meet your dog, you can meet my parents.
I don't know if these
Like this girl right here. I don't know. I haven't watched the show yet, but this girl for sure is in her early 20s. Haven't seen a look at the show yet, but I can tell an early 20 white girl when I see one, dog. This is the most early 20 white girl I've ever seen in my fucking life, dog.
guys are my grandpa's.
Go back one frame. How old you think this nigga is, y'all? This nigga at least 49. This nigga right here is 49 years old, gang. I'm supposed to be like, oh, I can't tell how old he is. The twist that this show is trying to set up, this big emotional moment where like these two people who like fall in love had to tell each other their age, ain't that big of a twist. You can look at somebody and be like, this person's older, this person's younger.
Age.
But you don't know who the Spice Girls are?
I couldn't name one.
You don't know who the Spice Girls are. Obviously, by the way. I've seen some clips of this nigga on the timeline. I'm not going to play him. I'm not going to play him because I know Netflix going to give me. This nigga is nasty. This couple right here, this is the couple that made me want to watch the fucking show. So here's what I know about this couple. She's 27 and he's 60, right? She's 27 and she just got on her like I'm celibate shit. She on some I'm celibate. I'm not having sex till marriage. I think the one clip I saw, they said that she started being celibate when she was 25. 25. I was like, okay, cool. I know what that means. Her early 20s, you know what I mean? She was having her way. Plain and simple. As a 28-year-old, whenever I meet a girl who's around my age, 27, 28, 29, who's on that I'm celibate shit, I know. You was having your way in your early 20s, man. You was a great time. You was fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Also, the clip I saw, he was on some, so she was on some like I'm celibate shit. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna like protect you. Like I'm good with all that. And then they laid down in bed and he was like, bitch, I'm not cuddling you. You not fucking me. Twin, I said, yo, even at 60 niggas be getting some sick shit off. Fuck.
Best 3-minute date I've ever had.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the mom part.
Do you have mommy issues?
First of all, this guy's obviously, let's be for real. This nigga right here, so obviously 25 years old. This nigga right here is so obviously, this woman right here, so obviously 45, 47, might be 50. What's frying me is, can I go back to the line of dialogue she was about to give me just now?
Couldn't be one.
Best 3-minute date I've ever had.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the mom part.
Do you have mommy issues?
I never thought about that, bro. I never even thought about that. This is the show for mommy daddy kinks. Fuck. This is the show to get your mommy daddy kink off. Like if you are looking for a parent inside of a partner, this is the show for you. You can just kill two birds with one stone. I never even thought about it like that. Like this is they got a bunch of people who should go to therapy and work out their fucking trauma with their parents and why they like to date so old and put them on an island with a bunch of fucking sexual predators, niggas in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and be like, go fuck these young ones. Go fuck the young ones. This is go fuck the young ones, the show.
Not as hot as my mom. I'm not gonna.
The nigga said the thing, bro. The nigga literally said the thing. He said, if you're not as hot as my mom. Oedipus doing donuts, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
He's doing donuts. Donuts he's doing, my nigga.
Marry you.
If you feel as if you've found that special connection, all that's left is revealing your age.
I am.
Get your seatbelt on.
I didn't even know there were 60-year-olds here.
I ain't even know niggas lived to 60, bro. I thought that was a made up age. That's what Cuz just said, yo.
You don't need to worry.
I don't want to fit in a box. Why does it matter how old I am? Do you
Go back 1 second. This lady talking about something. I don't want to fit in the box. It doesn't matter how old I am. Miss Woman, you are so obviously 45 years old. There's never been a more 45-year-old white woman on the planet until you existed. What you mean? Why does it matter how old you are? Because what the fuck y'all gonna talk about? Like there's only a limited amount of things you can talk to like somebody who's significantly younger than you about. They're like eventually you just are teaching them things. Eventually it just goes back into I'm parenting you. Oh no, she's 40. Oh no, she's 45 instead of 43.
how old I am? Do you stay together and plan for a future, or leave this experience the same way you entered it, alone?
I'm definitely worried. What would my family think?
Children?
Yeah.
And you hated babysitting.
Does age really matter? Is such a funny tagline. Because this is like every pedophile's thesis statement. Like every pedo's thesis statement is, does age really matter? Does it, yo? Like, Like she was mature for her age. This is who this show is made for, cuz.
I just want to make sure.
Does age matter when it comes to love? Yes, my nigga. Yes. Yes.
You're thinking realistically.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sorry, it just got said.
I'm starting to see red flags.
She doesn't know you have kids?
That's unacceptable, period. Might do something crazy.
By the way, go back to this lady right here. This lady, fine shit. This lady is amazingly beautiful. But she's so obviously 38 years old. Who are we kidding here? Who are we kidding? Like, why are we kidding ourselves? Does age really matter? Yes, I can look at her and see how old she is. First of all, she got on a denim top. This is not, young hoes don't wear denim tops. This is so obviously somebody who fucking had Kid and Play's first album on cassette. What are we talking about?
Period. Might do something crazy.
You don't want to do this.
Trying to roll with that whole age is just a number thing.
Netflix keep trying to make all these bullshit ass reality shows. We got Love is Blind, what they call it, which they call an experiment every season, even though the experiment is over. We know love is not blind, yo. I would like to be physically attracted to the person I'm dating. Like, no shit. Like the thesis was broken immediately. They have one successful couple and that's it. Then you got fucking, does age really matter? You got R. Kelly, the dating show. Like, it was called Age of Attraction, is what it's called? Yeah, it's called Age of Attraction. As if like, we don't know the answer to this. Yeah. What we really got to do, what Netflix really got to do, Netflix got to lock in because we're getting closer to what good reality slop would be. Netflix got to make Love is Blind, but it's a bunch of fatties and a bunch of gym people. That's what we got to make. We got to make Love is Blind, but it's a bunch of fat, out of shape people with good hearts and good spirits, and a bunch of people who go to the gym and really find out, is love blind? Really find out. Also, we gotta make, is love racist? You know what I mean? Get a bunch of like Dr. Umar type niggas and a bunch of white women and be like, can you find love? Word. You know what I mean? Get a bunch of like fucking Nazis and be like, you know what I mean? Do you like Asian women really? You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. We got to get like, let's get really sloppy because all these experiments they doing is milquetoast. These is milquetoast experiments. We got to lock into like some real nasty shit. I got another one for y'all. We just get the women. It's a dating show where the woman, she knows nothing about a man, know nothing about him. All she knows is his dick size. All she knows. They fucking measure his dick, and she's got to pick. No, she can know a little bit more like personality. Nah, fuck that. All she knows is dick size. All she knows is just 8 inches, uncut. And she got to decide whether or not that's a man she want to go on a date with, but give her 3 different dicks to pick from. Yeah, I like that. Also, let's do another one, but in verse, we do watch the scale love show. We get a bunch of fat phobic niggas on the show, and then we just be like, yo, watch this. We get a bunch of like big women, and we just give them like the number on the scale and be like, would you go still? You know what I mean? This is the shit. This is the shit I will watch, yo. This is the real shit. By the way, I got another one. We go, does your bank account really matter? You get a bunch of fucking people who like make like $80,000 a year and a bunch of like McDonald's workers, like fast food, working class, poor as fuck people on a dating show and be like, does their banking account matter? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I do you one better. Make sure all the women make like 150,000 plus. Like these are like women who these are women who take like their one trip to Europe every year, 150K plus, and a bunch of fucking dudes who make like 40,000 a year. Put them on an island. Let's do it. Let's do it. These are the shows, not age. No, that's not. Do that rich girl really want to fuck that broke nigga? Let's see it. These are the shows that people are watching. Not none of this milquetoast bullshit. Call it table. See. Yo, you cooked, Kel. Kel, you cooked. The table? Oh, you're cooking, demon. You're cooking. You're cooking. I like that one. I'm trying to think of other ones. I read off like 5 off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of other shows. Like, what's some other bullshit slop I would do? By the way, I don't even have to like make up no more bullshit slop because Netflix has the perfect slop. They just won't make it. Like, Temptation Island is the best bullshit Netflix reality TV show slop of all time. It's like you can put Temptation Island up there with like peak Jersey Shore when it comes to how good this slop is. But I get a new season of fucking Love is Blind every year. Fuck that. Give me Temptation Island. I always say the recipe to any good reality TV show, if you just want really good slop, the recipe is get a bunch of 20-somethings to early 30s with unresolved traumatic issues that they should go to therapy for. Make sure they're hot, put them around other hot people, and give them unlimited alcohol and turn the cameras on. That's the show. That's the show. Bunch of sexy people that need therapy, alcohol, cameras on. Let's do it. That's the show. That's the show. We doing all these extras. Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. I think Netflix really want like a really good feel good story. Like Netflix wants their like really good feel good story of like, look, these two people came together and overcome the odds of having a problematic age gap. Oh, look, these two people came together and found love, even though one's a hottie and the other's a meh. They came together and overcome that. They want that story. But like, y'all not getting it. So just get a bunch of 20-somethings who are hot and give them fucking alcohol. Just give a slop. Just give a slop. Just make it sloppy. Pitt said, does religion matter? Oh, I like that. You get a bunch of fucking, you get a fucking bunch of staunch Muslim men and put them in there like some sinners, some real sinners, and be like, yo, can you fall in love for real? I can. All of this is geared towards the 24 to 45. All this is geared towards the women of the 24 to 45. So it'll never be fun that we want to see. Yeah, I don't know why women want feel good stories. I don't know why. Whenever I talk to women about these shows, they be like, I be rooting for people. I don't root for anybody when I watch these shows. To me, everybody is desperate and a loser for going on these shows. Everybody. If you went on Love is Blind, you're desperate and a loser, and I'm laughing at you. Love is Blind next season is going to be in Philly. I cannot wait to like hopefully see somebody I know. I want to see somebody I know so bad on Love is Blind. Just one person. Just give me one person, dog. So I can call them like, you're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. Netflix is trying to capture the optimism and good outcomes of Love is Blind season 1. That's all but like season 1, they should have stopped at the season 1. By the way, you know what's good slop? The Ultimatum. The Ultimatum is good slop, yo. It's good slop. I like that one because inside the Ultimatum, it's like these two people have been together for like a year and a half or maybe less, and one of them want to get married and one of them don't. We're going to put you on a show with a bunch of other people who have unresolved relationship problems and then put y'all inside a relationship. Y'all are going to unmatch with the person you came here, link up with somebody else and live with them. Live with them for 6 weeks inside a trial marriage. And then after that, you got to decide, do you want to marry this person or do you want to be single or possibly pursue this new thing you got? The only thing that would make Ultimatum a little bit better, the Ultimatum would be a little bit better if they just add random hot people, random hot singles. Just like find just random hot singles and have them just drop in and be like, I'm ready to steal. Rima's on Love and Blind Flea. If Rima's on that shit, oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be, oh my God. That's much, we're streaming that. We're streaming that and I'm calling Reem over and he watching it with me. Yeah, I mean, let's see. How bad do you really want to marry this person? We got other people here who are ready for relationships and maybe you find something real with them. Also, we got 7 more hot singles. Hot, sexy singles and alcohol. Let's go. Roll the camera. Let's do it. Not enough alcohol on these shows neither, by the way. That was my critique of Love is Blind. Not enough alcohol. Dom, curious why you think contestants of romance realities are losers specifically. Because it's either you're a loser or you're looking for clout. Those are the only 2 options, right? The idea that you're going to find love in front of millions of people inside this weird cobbled together experiment. It's almost like that's like saying like I'm going to find a beach house in Idaho. Right? Because we live in an age where everybody is hyper online and we're always recording ourselves and always posting ourselves. So each individual person is seeing themselves as a brand. The possibility of you meeting somebody who is earnestly on the show to actually meet somebody, it's very low. Everybody is there performing. It is a performance. And you showing up, being earnest, makes you the fucking loser. Because why do you think people are not going to perform on TV? Niggas just trying to get a lifetime Netflix contract. Netflix, the same thing with like MTV back in the day. Once you're on one of the reality shows and you do good, you could become like a Netflix reality TV show star. You could be on that show and that show and this show. Like that's what they did in like the 2000s and 2010s on MTV. If you was on one show, you fucking around be in the challenge next. You fucking around be on this next, that next, right? It truly is a performance of like what a simulated relationship will look like. It's not real. It's not real. And I think you're a loser for it. To me, it's like believing in Santa Claus. Like you grow up. To grow up. That's how the Miz made it WWE. No, word, I remember. Depend on how we classify a beach house. Idaho got hella of them. Got it. Only TLC made good. TLC made good slop, but the TLC slop can be super sad. Temptation Island Backroom, yeah, bro, we need that. We need that. New York for Favor of Love is top tier reality TV to this day. Yeah, she was a contestant and got her own show. Come on. AD and a Netflix influence bag after Love is Blind. Now I'm not wrong. Who's AD? Like our AD? Our Marcus? Like the PMUs? Anthony Davis, you talking about? Who? AD the Netflix influence bag after her Love is Blind. Who? Her. Who is AD? Who is my 600-pound life for? My 600-pound life is for people who are living a 300-pound life and want to feel better about that. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? My 600-pound life is really just for people who are fat and be like, at least I ain't that fat. That's all it is. Like, shit, I'm fat, but I ain't that fucking fat. That's the whole show. Because the show was like really sad. You know what's funny about my 600-pound life? Those big women on that show keep a man, yo. I don't know how. I don't know what they got going on, but they keep a man. They keep one. The fat niggas never have a man, a woman. They're at home with mommy. They're at home with mommy, yo. But the fat women keep a man, yo. I don't know if it's the disability checks or what it is. But Amber Desire AD. I do not remember her. I do not remember this lady. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but I do not recognize this lady. But she's beautiful. Not logged in. Oh, she got pregnant too? Good for her. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? Word. It's a kink apparently. Time out. What's the kink? Liking fat bitches? That's not a kink. Huh? Liking fat bitches? Since when? Oh, feederism. I'm about to say, I like fat bitches. I ain't kinky about it, though. But feeding bitches? Oh, yeah. I can see that. But I don't even get... Yo, sometimes they can be describing kinks to me. I be trying to figure out, like, how that make your dick hard? You see what I'm saying? Like, how does that make your dick hard? How does... Can we, y'all want to do that a little right now? I'm not doing shit. Feederism. Let's look it up, dog. Groomed into feederism? I don't want to watch TLC because we will get cooked. I want to see if there's like a young, like just a regular YouTuber talked about it. First of all, this shit is getting crazy. Oh my God. This is just straight up goon content. BBW female feeder encourage you to eat. Twin.
You did such a good job stuffing for me today. I do have a little surprise for you. It's a cake. Oh, come on. You didn't think I'd let you...
Twin, this is just straight up, bro, this is JOIs. This is straight up goon content. Like, right on YouTube.
Forget about dessert, did you? No, you're not quite done yet. I think you have a little bit of room in that overstuffed gut of yours, so I thought a nice little cake on all fours would be the perfect little treat to top off our full day of stuffing you. What a hard life it is to be on hands and knees eating.
My ears were hurting. Love you, BBW Wilson. Love SSBBW. I'm a 175-pound femboy who's mostly muscle. I was in the army infantry. I just want to be a 400 and 600-pound fatty house husband. Message me on Sex Panther, link in bio. Bro, it's a whole world out there you don't know about, bro. Bro, it's a whole different world out here that you don't even know exists. It's a whole different world out there. What is, bro, Sittins is, I'm a 75-pound femboy who is mostly muscle. I was in the army infantry. I just want to be a 400 to 600-pound fatty house husband. Twin, the universes that exist out there are like so different than the ones that you and I exist in, bro. Groomed into feederism. Okay.
Hi, my name is Rosie, and I was groomed into feederism. And it's a long story. So I guess I'll start with childhood. I was born into a Mormon family. I was raised Mormon. I left the church when I was 18. We can get to that in a minute. But when I was a lot younger, we lived in Michigan. Like, that's where I was born.
Why do we gotta ban the word groom? Because like, I do feel like you could be groomed into being like overfed, but we're not. By the way, we're not watching this whole hour and 50. We're not. By the way, we're not. I was gonna give her the opening chance, but there are timestamps that I want to skip through. Bullying, autism, relation with the church, chat rooms, and starting to post on Reddit. Here we go.
Off of Yahoo Messenger because I didn't know what the word BBW meant.
I didn't know what the word BBW meant.
Phrase meant at the time. And I was 18 and I get into the chat room and I'm like, what does BBW mean? Because I couldn't figure it out. Like, all the other channels had made sense to me. And they said big, beautiful woman. And so my 18-year-old, like almost 400-pound, if not 400-pound response was, wait, people actually like fat people, which is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah. It's sad. Yeah. Yeah, this is okay. I'm not sure this is slop, bro. We learning something right now. Hold on. We learning something. This is a problem with slop, dog. Like, cause some shit do be slop, but I feel like we're getting an insight into like a side of the internet that none of us, at least I don't think none of us here are into. This is like real deal learning something. This woman said that she was 18 years old, freshly like out of high school, young and dumb, hopped inside chat rooms online, digital third spaces, right? Digital third spaces, and then didn't know what the word BBW meant. Probably like which makes sense though, because she said she was a Mormon. She comes from a sheltered family. I knew what the word BBW meant very early in my life, but also that probably wasn't good for me to know. But she learned it very late in life, and her being a big, beautiful woman that she is, she realized she hears that like, oh shit, there's a market for me. I thought I would never find love. I thought I was incompatible with the world, but I'm finding out there are people out there who find me attractive. Word. Amazing. Which tracks to how somebody can get groomed into being a feeder. Like if you're a big person and you find out, oh, people find my body attractive, and you start dating a guy, talking to a guy, and he's like accepting of your body, but start doing weird stuff like, oh, I want to send you food, I want to feed you. I can see how you be like, oh, that's a little weird, but at least he's okay with me being fat. And this is interesting, Cat Chat. I'm learning something.
But, to them, they thought I was a troll when I said that, right? That makes sense. But they started getting mad at me. And I was like, no, wait, you don't understand. I'm 18 and I'm fat. And so
the internet is there. First of all, so digital third spaces are real, by the way. There's a such thing. So third spaces are a place that you go besides for work and home, right? So whether it be the community center, a coffee shop, a bar, you and your guys at the rec center hanging out, whatever it is, it's a place outside of work and home. Due to capitalism and people not having as much time as we would like to have to live lives that are fulfilled, that are fulfilling, digital third spaces is a coin that I've heard tossed around the internet. And basically what it means is this is also a place that you go to outside of work and home where you get to commune and talk to people, right? Third spaces in a nutshell are about community and being around the people. Digital third spaces allow you to do that same thing, but from the comfort of your home on the phone. And if we're being honest, physical third spaces are dying. That's a different conversation.
Oh, when they realized I wasn't a bot and I wasn't a troll, my DMs exploded. And I was like, what's happening? Because I was so sheltered. Like, I can't express to you how sheltered I was. I had never had a boyfriend. I had never been kissed. I had like a couple of like little high school dating moments that lasted like a couple days. This was right around the time
Nigga say, I hear what both of you saying. I disagree completely. That's fine. That's peace.
I met my first boyfriend.
They shut the kid, the porn star pipeline strikes again.
Like, I just found a community of people I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, exactly. And so like one time I had like, so my dad would build us like zombie computers and stuff. He's always been a tech guy. We call them zombie computers because he'd get parts from all these places. So it was, like the year 2010 and I had a Windows 95 PC, but I had it to myself. Because back then, like most people had like one family computer everybody shared, unless you were like rich. And in which case then you could have your own, but you needed like big time money back then to be able to do that. Now it's like everybody has a computer,
right,
of some sort. But yeah, I one time I logged in and I said my ASL, because again, like 2010, and like I got like 80 DMs in the span of, I'm not kidding, like 2 seconds, and it crashed my computer. I was like, what is this world? And so I ended up losing my virginity and like kissed and everything in one go, which is like, I wish I could have been smarter about that. But I don't know why, I got a bug up my ass that I needed to do it. And
so was it like just somebody random you met?
Yeah, it really sucks because he was like 10 years older. He totally took advantage of that. Yeah, like. But
Holy shit, twin. Holy shit, twin. This shit just keep getting. Is feederism just inherently like problematic? Is doing that just inherently problematic? Just like one. I mean, yeah, because the whole thing is you're controlling somebody's body, right? Like you're just controlling somebody's body. Whether it's like same thing would be like if you're like somebody who's like dating somebody you want to be thinner. What is feederism? This is what we're learning about. Feederism is like this kink in which people who like fat people continue to feed them food to get them fatter because it makes them horny somehow. I think that the problematic part about it is I think they're keeping them fat so that they can't run away. I think it's all just like a physical thing. Like it's like, is she fat? She can't move. I gotta help her up these steps. I'm joking, obviously, but it is problematic. Feederism is likely any other kink. It's like any other kink. If done appropriately, the submissive partner has more power to the interaction. You also don't have to get fatter. Okay. Feederism is like almost the food equivalent of financial abuse. Is this love bombing with that? It's food bombing. That's what it is. It's food bombing. It's food bombing. This is food bombing. That's fucked up. I didn't know niggas was doing this. I want to laugh, but I feel like I should. You should laugh. It's fine. Or making her undesirable to others. But to be fair, if the whole community is if the community of like the BBW, like the SSBBW world and feederism is like we like big girls and we like them to be super big, wouldn't giving her more food make her more attractive? Like, isn't that the thing? Like, wouldn't like giving her more food would make her more attractive? I think some guys just like seeing a girl get thicker and like to cook. I mean, I feel like that's a different thing than what's happening right here. I feel like it's a different thing. I feel like this is a different thing. Now, that's a totally different thing. Like, what you were describing is like the idea of like a relationship weight, right? You get into a happy relationship, like you and your partner, you're probably eating more often. Like y'all, that's a bonding thing that humans do together. So you're probably eating more often. You're cooking for each other. You're probably not keeping up with, probably not working out as much, especially if you aren't already a workout person, you probably aren't working out more. And that's kind of like relationship weight. But this is something different. This is like, I'm meeting somebody who is like, for lack of a better term, like morbidly obese and being like, I want to get you so much more fat, so much fatter. I think it's probably complicated. There's people doing it for multiple reasons and with very level of ethics. Somebody said in chat, like most kinks, it could be ethical, but I don't know. I feel like I never want to kink shame anybody. I want everybody to be sexually liberated and sexually free. Also, I'm already knowing that Gen Z is already like so puritanical. Like niggas is like hating on like all kind of sex work and shit like that. So I don't really want to like do that today. But I do feel like feederism one of them things where I'm like, maybe this. What is the ethical version of this? Like, what is the ethical version? Because if somebody is like, morbidly obese, like we talking about people who are like, you're so fat you have health complications. Like you can't breathe right, you can't walk up the steps, like you need help getting dressed every day, putting clothes on. I don't think there's any ethical version of continuing to feed that person. And that's your kink. And I'm not saying you should be like body shame them and be like, yo, lose fucking weight, you fucking fatty. But there should be some kind of effort to be like, I want to help you become more. I want to help you become more like healthy. I want you to live a life that's worth living. The ethical versions are the feeders that get off on seeing people eat, but are not specifically attracted to someone becoming overweight or possibly diabetic. Okay. Dom, would you say that the puritanical nature of Gen Z is a byproduct of the Me Too movement and people being hypersensitive about consent and kinks? I think conservatism as a whole is just on a rise with Gen Z culture, but I do think it's less to do with the Me Too movement, and I think it's more of a response to how how sexually liberated the millennials were. Like the slut walk was a thing that I think there were some like misogynist men and people who and like church people who like hated that idea. But like by and large, I remember the slut walk being a thing like, yeah, like women deserve a right to be sexually free and express themselves in ways that, you know, maybe traditionally they have not been able to. And I think we were like cool with that. And I think the pendulum has swung back the other way. We're like, oh, actually, that's not cool. I always point to my example of this is always going to be Bonnie Blue. Because Bonnie Blue is somebody to me. I don't like her goons. I think she bad goons. But I think everything she do is ethical. Like it's adults consenting. Everybody like she's doing it the right way. I think she's getting because she's on OnlyFans too. She getting IDs and shit like that. So everything is consent. And niggas be like, she's a bad person because she wanted to fuck 8 niggas at once. That makes her a bad person. That's insane. Like that feels like, oh, we swung all the way back the other way. Who that? Bonnie Blue? Lock in, gang. Lock in, gang. Well, you gotta lock in, twin. You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. You know what I mean? I'm doing hyper online slop, chronically online talks right now, gang. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't give you that lesson today. Maybe another day. Bad goons is a good description. The owner of OnlyFans just died today. I saw that. Yeah. I saw that. When that happened, by the way, when I saw that, I remember the first thing that everybody talked about, it was like, by the way, he was like the biggest donor to AIPAC. Like he was to the Israel PAC here inside America. He was like OnlyFans was like the biggest donor. I was like, yeah. It's one of those things where like it's a double-edged sword because while OnlyFans kind of like destabilized the porn market, where a lot of women who were like doing sex work were sounding like fucked up like 10 movie deals or something like that. I'm saying I'm talking in that number, but in that kind of language, they're doing that like with like Bang Bros and shit like that. They were sounding like these fucked up deals where they like didn't make any money, and these deals were like exclusive. Where like once you sign with Bang Bros, you couldn't go sign a deal with this other production company. OnlyFans kind of came in and like made the market even where like any girl, any person could just go out there and get hot. It was like to put it in terms that some people may understand. During the early 2000s, when labels was shelving niggas and putting niggas on the shelf and said, hey, we're not giving you a budget to release music, a lot of niggas' way of getting hot and like keeping their audience fed was just to drop mixtapes. OnlyFans was like the mixtapes of porn industry. Like if you were in a fucked up deal and you couldn't go work for another production company, just drop your mixtape, drop the OnlyFans, drop the OF, and get back hot. Do you think OnlyFans gave autonomy to sex workers? Yeah, it did. It did. It allowed them to become, the bosses of their bodies again. For sure it did. OnlyFans dad pick conspiracy, then I expect that. OnlyFans low-key SoundCloud. Yeah, I'm telling you. Autonomy, yeah, but in the same way SoundCloud made it more egalitarian to be a rapper, it also came with other different exploitations. Yeah, for sure. You're not wrong in that. Like it did. Like so to bring it back to hip hop again, right? Because this is a language we understand, right? So let's say, and this is the thing that happens. So instead of so we talked about how OnlyFans became like the SoundCloud mixtapes to fight against the record industry. Like they were like, oh, I signed this deal. I can't do any movies with any other production companies. So I'm gonna drop my OnlyFans and that's how I make my money. I keep my name out outside the streets. There are rappers who became so big, they became the program. They became the label. They're like Jay-Z or Drake, right? The guys who they have rappers underneath them. In OnlyFans culture, the same way the rappers do it, if I'm like at the top of the game, if I'm the top, if I got 1 million plus followers, OnlyFans girls are signing other OnlyFans girls. Like, it's like rappers signing to rappers. OnlyFans girls are signing other OnlyFans girls, and they're taking a cut of their revenue for nothing else but, hey, I am retweeting your shit every time you drop. When you drop a link and that's it, you drop a video that say Chudai on it or whatever, or Wada, whatever it say, I retweet it and I'm giving you more reach. That's like one of the things they offered. Also, another thing they offered was like, hey, I know I can get you more collabs and shit like that. It truly is just like what Jay-Z and Drake does to like rappers they sign. Like, you know what I mean? Doing it for the look, exactly. Isn't that what the rail space was, where OnlyFans Jones went on there just for visibility? Yes. That's literally tons of OnlyFans girls went on Fresh and Fit, got dunked on, and got called all kind of dumb sluts, hoes, and bitches. But yeah, I mean, and like they would get slut shamed all stupid in the chat, but they would tell stories about when they left, they would leave that stream and have 500 new members on their OnlyFans. Because while outwardly facing, the red pill space was like, we hate sluts, hoes are bad people. Yo, we all love hoes, gang. What we talking about, bro? We all love hoes, bro. Come on, bro. Who don't love hoes? All of us love hoes. Are amazing. I fucking love me some hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, tons of them went on there. Oh shit, Jack Doherty and Jay-Z. Yeah, Jack Doherty, Jay-Z. They made inside the Red Pill documentary that came out on Netflix. They talked about how one of the Red Pill niggas signs a whole bunch of OnlyFans girls, and he does that exact same meta. Like in his content, he's shitting on hoes and sluts and all that kind of shit, like promiscuous women, like sexually liberated women. He's shitting on them, but at the same time, he'll sign an OnlyFans girl and be like, if I post her, I would have her link on the John, her subs go up. Because who is the OnlyFans, like who is the Red Pill, like who are the people in the Red Pill who are consuming this content? It's a bunch of lonely fucking nerds who are trying to find community in the worst way possible through Red Pill ideology, but also in trying to find community, they also don't have any romantic relationships that are valuable. So not only do you not have any friendships that are valuable, you don't have any romantic relationships that are valuable. So you turn to these digital third spaces once again, right? You turn to the Fresh and Fit community. You turn to OnlyFans models. This is what digital third spaces are, right? A place for people to try to commune, find community, like-minded individuals inside of the Bonnie Blue comment section. Word, you know what I mean? Nah, Dom, the C-suit black excellent dudes consume this content. Well, at least the black manosphere ones. What you mean by that? What's good, broski? The digital third space is literally the biggest third space. In my opinion, like, it's kind of like the only third space. OnlyFans has comment sections? Yes. Talking about chat. None of y'all never bought, hold on. Chat. Listen, write a 1 in the chat if you've never bought OnlyFans. Type 1 in the chat if you've never purchased a single OnlyFans. Type 1. Type 1 in the chat if you've never purchased a single OnlyFans before. Type 1. All right, HUR, Lou, 1. All right, I'm saying, yo, y'all niggas never bought OnlyFans, my nigga? So many of you niggas, really? Do 1 count? Yeah, do family count? Family count. Family does count. Family does count. So many of you niggas never bought OnlyFans. So like even during like the pandemic, when like OnlyFans, if it was free, doesn't count. Free sub only gang. Got us for my old high school friends. That's what I'm saying, Zen. Hold on. I have so many questions about this. So you're telling me even during the pandemic, when I first start seeing an explosion of OnlyFans, not just with like the bigger models, but also like local girls. I'm talking about girls you went to school with, girls from your neighborhood will post on these stories their OnlyFans link. You never were curious and bought it. We talking about during the pandemic when like the government was paying us money to sit at home. Like a lot of us, I know I did, I'm sure many of us have a similar story, had excess funds. You never gave shorty the $8.99? Crazy. Y'all really gooned out. Wow. Telegram gang. Telegram's unethical, by the way. I was an essential worker. Damn, bro. They had you at Starbucks doing donuts, twin. I ain't gonna lie. That's fucked up what they did to you, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
If I knew local friends that were doing it, I would, no lie. No, I remember high school motherfuckers. I do remember that. Reg's too young. Yeah, Reg. Yeah, you are too young. I don't. Telegram is a FD Certified is working on this. He's working on a documentary about like I believe he's calling it the Goon World. He's working on a documentary about it, and I was in it. He interviewed me for it last Monday. That's why he's on my stream. So we did his. He interviewed for his video, and then he did my stream. And I brought up to him Telegram. That Telegram shit is hella unethical. It's so unethical, twin. Because what I've seen about them Telegrams, a lot of it is like content that's like too kinky or it's illegal. I know some of it is like above board, but I know a lot of it is not, twin. A lot of it is not. Hold on, chat. Let me grab something by the door. Hold on. My fault. It was my ex-girlfriend's birthday was the other day. I got some flowers. You know what I'm saying? He got good plans. Is that? I don't know. What this right here? I don't know what that is. Kyle brought that in here. I did just bring in some flowers. Like I said, my ex-girlfriend's birthday was today. I had to get her some flowers. You got a good guy for flowers? For what exactly? Telegram Scary World. Telegram got them legal goons. It do. You a good guy. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a good guy. There's no such thing as good or bad. No such thing good or bad. Getting flowers for your ex, LMA, y'all still in love? No, not at all. No, not at all. But she's a friend of mine. Like her and I had a really good relationship. Our romantic relationship did not work. Not to her fault or my fault. It's just we weren't compatibly. I didn't find us compatible. I didn't find us compatible romantically anymore. But that doesn't mean like our platonic friendship has to end. Like, and I don't think it's nothing wrong. I just got flowers. Women like flowers. Women like flowers. Down buying 5 staying in good graces. LMAO. No. We hang out. I hung out with her like 2 weekends ago. You know what I mean? That door's still open. We already know him. So I'm honest with you, bro. Let me tell you something. You love her, but exactly. I love her, but I'm not in love with her. Like, I love her. I love her for sure. That's my dog. Like, she call me right now, like, hey, I need something. I'm doing it for her. Right? But that's not, that don't mean we should be together. Yeah, you know what I mean? Also, women just like flowers. I spend like $40 Actually, I spent $40, but I got them off DoorDash, and I had some credits from some scams I pulled on DoorDash. I was like, oh yeah, light work. Light work. I got to get them. Hung out. No, we did hang out, bro. We just literally all I did, we watched Paradise together, and I cooked. We didn't kiss, we didn't fuck, none of that. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think but here's the funny thing. When I was a young boy, my mom ex-husband, I've always been like I've always had like pretty like, I've always been good at like keeping platonic relationships with women. I've been pretty good at that my whole life. My whole life I've been good at that. And when I was a young boy, I had a homegirl of mine who used to come by the crib. She used to hang out all the time. And my mom ex-husband used to be like, yo, y'all dating? I'm like, nah. She's like, he's like, y'all fucking? I'm like, nah. He was like, so what's up? I'm like, she's just my friend. We just hang out. He said to me, yo, men and women can't be friends. And that's always stuck with me because I'm like, I think you're a fucking loser if you believe that. I think you're a loser. I think that you are somebody who sees every woman as a person to conquer, as a new island to put your fucking flag in it, instead of like a person, gang. She's a person. You know what I mean? So, but you know, I be mad for the. I like having women friends, bro. I thought about this before though. Having women friends, mad cool. Clocked him bad, dog. People that think like that can't be trusted. By the way, this was like a 40-year-old man, dog. 40-year-old my mom ex-husband. 40-year-old man told me that. It's a challenge that thought. But you'll be surprised how many niggas think that though. So many people believe that. Look, they said so many people believe men and women can't be friends, and it makes me sad. No word. Like so many people believe that. That's like it's a common thought. As a person who has a girl best friend of 10 years, they is lovers for thinking that. Losers, you meant to say, yeah. For sure. So when you know what's funny? I think that, I don't know. I'm somebody who like, I really love community. I love community, and I love, as somebody, you gotta realize, let me say it plainly. I'm somebody who is often misunderstood. You know what I mean? I'm often misunderstood. People often like get me wrong or have the wrong perception of me often. So whenever I meet somebody who understands me, I feel like, yeah, this is my dog forever. It's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether that person is a man, a woman, trans, you know what I mean? Purple, yellow, don't matter. Like, I just feel like as somebody who is like often misunderstood by a lot of people, when people understand me, I'm like, yeah, it's my duty to foster this relationship, to water this, to keep this Kemp, because you don't meet to people like that in my life. That's because you're neurodivergent. For sure, gangster, for sure, gangster, for sure, ski dog, for sure, ski.
I'm coming hard.
Double O wad, misunderstood genius. Yeah, man. Sounds healthy. Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not no fucking health guru or anything like that. I don't know anything, bro. I'm outside living life trying to figure this shit out just like everybody else, gang. I'm outside trying to figure this shit out just like everybody else, gang. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure this shit out just like everybody else, gang. Real quick, y'all want to do some bookmark reacts? Y'all want to see some slop I got in my bookmarks? Okay, so the New York Post, which we all know that the New York Post is not a real outlet, right? This is just a tabloid, right? This is not real. So we don't take any of the New York Post reportings about politics serious, but I love the New York Post's reporting on cultural shit. I love it. What is hentai? The niche porn that the world can't stop watching. Twin, what the fuck is this? Now, as many people pointed out, this guy has become the face of watching cartoon hentai porn, dog. He's the face of it. I don't know if y'all remember the CNN article from from the pandemic where the guy became the face of unemployment. Y'all remember that meme? This nigga right here, CNN, open that shit up. Nearly 4 million Americans have been out of work for at least 6 months. And then niggas said, why are you using my pic? Please delete this. Just a random guy became the face of unemployment. The face of unemployment this nigga became. Out of nowhere. This guy has become the face of hentai porn. What fried me is I saw this tweet over top of it. This person said, photographer and adult industry journalist here. The guy is the default stock photo model for porn addiction. I once tried to track him down to interview him. His photos are constantly used by religious pro-censorship groups and right-wing outlets like The Post. Twin, he just did a random stock photo shoot, like a stock photo shoot. And you never know what these photos are going to be used for once they're out in the world. People pay for the rights and they use them. This guy just is hornily looking at his fucking MacBook, his fucking laptop, and every time niggas want to talk about porn addiction, they use his face. This shit will fry me, gang. I would be like genuinely upset if every time niggas want to talk about goons, my face was brought up. They didn't pay him that much, bro. Stock photo shoot niggas do not get paid a lot. They do not get paid a lot. He probably is some actor. He's some actor out in LA. His agent said, hey man, I got a gig for you. It's not much, but it might pay your rent. You know what I mean? And then by the way, these niggas don't get paid in perpetuity. Like the photographer gets paid every time somebody buys his photo. Like the photographer gets paid every time somebody buys a photo to use the stock image. But that's the photographer. Just like the actor, the model gets their upfront payment. That's it. This one fried me again. Why he biting his finger like that, bro? What kind of porn is he watching? This one right here. Can I download this, John, so we can zoom in? Hold on, let me download it. Let me download this shit so we can look at this shit. The way this nigga licking his lips is frying me, gang. Twin, I don't know what's on that TV screen. I don't know what's on his laptop screen, but it gotta be some great goons. My dog looking at Prime Pinky right now, dog. It's different goons he looking at. Twin, as we found out today inside today's stream, I'm gooned out. I really know a lot about the goon world. I've never once in my life been like about the goon and looked at my phone like this. By the way, also, what's wicked is he on the big screen. This is big screen goons. I think gooning off anything besides for a phone, you got a problem. You overly gooned out. He on a laptop with it. Laptop goons is vicious. That's not even effective goonerhood. You know what I'm saying? That's not effective. And then this one down here, he look even crazier. Why he looking at shit like that, bro? The top lip with the hand on the mouse pad? Wait. If you go with your TV, something's wrong with that? Hold on, stop. Yes. What you mean? I don't care if you live alone. I knew it. I knew he's going to say live alone. I don't care if you live alone. I don't care how big your TV is. I don't care about your sound system. Going in on the TV is fucking wicked, bro. You don't need that much porn. Forget I said anything this style. No, bro. Listen, be yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Live your truth. I'm just saying though, like, you just don't need that much. You don't need that much screen. You don't need that much. Like this is enough. This is enough. I have poor vision. Get glasses, nigga. Get glasses. Nigga said I got poor vision. Twin, modern medicine allows you to go to the doctors and they be like, oh, we can fix that for you. You see my shits? I got bad vision. Fuck. Nah. I'm from the DVD era. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. There was a point in time in which that might have been acceptable. From the DVD era and all that might have been acceptable. Even though during the DVD era, once porn DVDs was really outside circulating, a lot of them shits was getting uploaded to X videos, man. Like niggas was burning the content of that DVD onto their computer, then uploaded it to the internet. You didn't have to do that. But I give you a pass. But in big 2026, you still on TV Goons, you got a fucking problem. You got a fucking problem. What made you wear glasses? I'm blind. I can't see. I have a tough time seeing things. You see what I'm saying? Y'all need to live a little, LOL. No. By the way, here's where I land on gooning. On like what device to goon off of. Anything over a phone, you're wicked. Anything over a phone. Some people said tablet. I think tablet might be too big. Because I was in Discord that they talk about this. I called the tablet the big screen. They said tablets ain't big screens. Tablets be about, you know what I mean? Like an iPad could be up like 20 inches or something like that. It should be like 18 inches. It's a big screen, yo. It's a big screen. You know what I mean? The problem with iPad is though, here's the problem though. If you got the iPad and then you got the kickstand, like the case that's a kickstand, so you pull it out in the magnet, like you mean, give you a little kickstand and you prop it up, you drawing. That's crazy goons. That's crazy goons. You gotta. Tablet is the biggest screen allowed. I'm allowing y'all to do that. I'm allowing that. But even then, that's crazy goons. Don't prop it up. You gotta hold it. You know what I mean? VR, I want to be there. Kill yourself. I want to be there. Go have sex. Go meet a nice young lady and ask her, can you eat her pussy? Like what you? I want to be there. Go be there in real life. Hey, what about the Nintendo Switch? Niggas is going on any device now. The Switch. You think when Nintendo made that, they thought you were gonna beat your dick with it? You good? You good? You good? I used the Steam Deck once. Y'all niggas. Y'all niggas out y'all fucking minds, by the way. Y'all niggas out y'all fucking mind. I gooned using my PS3 web browser for not gonna lie. Listen, I have two. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'll say this. I'm not, as somebody, I have gooned on a big screen TV before. I have, yo. I have gooned on the big screen television. That's how I know it was too much. It was too much. The year was 2000, let's say 9 or something like 2000. No, let's say 2011. I had a PS3, and back in the day, you know, if you had an Ethernet cord, you had internet. You had unfettered access to the internet with the PS3, right? I used to go. Back. Everybody who had a PS3 know, like, you know, they had the music section too. So I would go on the internet and download whole mixtapes and albums onto my PS3. I had like a media library. I would download movies and shit like that. My media library was stupid. But because I got because I was on the internet, the Internet Explorer PS3 often, I have gooned, on the PS3 big screen before. I did go to xvideos.com, typed in Pinky, and I got that off. But that was too much. And I realized the error of my ways. I said, that's too much. I did too much, cuz. I did too much. You don't need all that. I did too much. Did too much. Did too much. Also, I don't want to, don't use your laptop neither, because like nobody else ever touches your laptop. Like nobody ever asked to borrow your laptop before ever. Like I'm not like, yes, I own my own laptop and it's my laptop and mine's only. But your friend ever been like, yo, bro, can I borrow that joint? I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Your mom never been like, hey, baby, can I borrow? Are you going in on that? Crazy. Come on, man. Phone, that's it. That's all you need is phone. All you need is phone. All you need is phone. Separate laptop for goons. Twin, what's this petite bourgeois niggas talking about? This upper middle class opulence niggas is speaking of in my chat. A separate laptop for goons? How much money you get, nigga? You bought a whole nother device to beat your meat? You good? A whole nother device? What about your personal computer with private tabs? No, bro. I hear you, but no. Separate VR. All right, yeah, niggas trolling me now. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all trolling me.
I hate you, gang.
Y'all trolling me. Y'all trolling me. You know what I mean? Fuck it. We go back to magazines. No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm too. No, I need video. I need video. To be honest, like, for all my goons in chat, y'all ever take a tea break? You ever take a tolerance break from gooning? Like particularly porn. Like, let's say, so like I do 2 kind of tolerance breaks, right? I do like, I'm fully off goons for like a week or 2. Like, I mean, I gotta stop eating my meat. I'm drawn. I gotta relax. And then I do the joint where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna still goon, but I'm gonna give my brain a rest, and I'm not gonna watch porn. Like, I'm not gonna watch Dick and V. You know what I mean? I just go right to like the twerk videos. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go to Over Reliable. I pull up the clashes. I pull up 2011 twerk team. You know what I mean? I get the going. You know what I'm saying? Miss Twerk Song never led me astray. Ever. I pull up Miss Twerk Song. You know what I'm saying? Do the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's me giving my brain a break right there. Like, yeah, I'm going too hard. Victoria's Secret catalog is goated. Yeah, I took a break last year, just never returned. TV has on since. Got to. Brain and hand reset. You got to, bro. I remember a Twitter account dedicated to Twitter goons, but I deleted that shit. Nah, I still got mine, bro. Still got mine. I swear I've had this conversation with drug addicts. Yeah, bro. Probably. I used the term tea break on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You ever talk to a nigga who smoke weed? They be like, yeah, bro, I ain't smoking right now. I be like, why, bro? I'm on the tea break. I'm like, what happened? He be like, yeah, no, the weed just wasn't getting me high no more. Word. Me interviews a killer. They finna give me whatever I asked for. Nah, word. W Matt, man. W, man.
Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
W Matt, man. Fuck it. Let the whole drop play today.
I will kill the.
Hey! Oh my God.
My boy says he's in the Aston doing donuts. W Matt, man. You really said I can stop when I want to. Not word. Not word. I don't really, my worldview, particularly when it comes to gooning, is that if it's not affecting your everyday life with like your job or your work or like your other relationships with people, whether it be like a platonic or like romantic, it's not affecting that, you're pretty good. But I'm like, do whatever you want. It's your body, bro. It's your body. Do whatever you want with your body. But me personally, I be trying to like slow down with how often I do it. You know what I mean? Like as long as your everyday life, you know what I mean, is functional, who cares? Who cares, broski? When I'm supposed to tell you to do with your meat, bro, I'm supposed to be the meat police now. I'm out here policing your cock and all that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I'm not policing a man's cock for him. Yeah, man, do what you want. That's your meat. What else I got in here? By the way, I didn't even get a chance to read the article. It is what it is, bro. We had just talking about goons again. Just talking about goons again. What's I got in here, man? By the way, more New York Post. I love New York Post slop, by the way. I love New York Post slop. Ohio teacher, 28, charged with carrying out a twisted sexual relationship with a student. And good on the community who put a note on this, said the student was legally a minor, 15. It wasn't a sexual relationship, it was rape. Twin, Cambodia said right now, yo, you like the stream here, by the way. Please like the stream. It don't hurt nobody. It don't hurt nobody to give me a like. It just shows up more in the algorithm later on a rewatch, and while I'm on stream, more people will see it. So if you're here, just give it a like real fast. This shit fried me because I feel like over the last couple years, I've been seeing like an influx of women teachers raping their students. I feel like I've, that wasn't a thing that happened when we were kids. Now the joke here obviously is like, damn, I wish I would have got raped. That's obviously the joke. Damn, I wish when my teacher would have raped me. That's obviously the joke, right? But on top of that, what's going on? My theory is that we're hiring teachers who are too young. I think that's what's happened. I think we're hiring teachers who are too young. I don't believe them articles. Nah, this one, I looked this one up. Other people have reported on this, by the way, Brewski. Other people have reported on this. It's not just New York Post. Here go the local news station in South Columbus, Ohio. This is the local news in South Columbus. You know what I mean? Former Columbus high school teacher pleads guilty to sex crime charge involving a 15-year-old student. I don't know what's happening. This has a comment for me in my high school. I'm just a little younger than you. Where is it? Was it? There's no background check any teachers. There's always signs. Sexy is attractive. I don't know who keeps saying that shit. I think it's men just fawning over that one teacher who was hot to them, being like, "Oh, I wish that teacher would rape me." That teacher was never gonna rape you because she was getting dick consistently by like an adult person, and she had no desire to like fuck a child. I don't know what it is, bro. I'm not. And maybe the media is over focusing on like the women's stories right now because those do better on the timeline. More people talk about them, and that could be what's happening here. But I think over the next couple of days, maybe we'll come back to this on Friday. I'm gonna compile all the stories that I've seen in the last couple of years, because I feel like 4 and I have covered at least 4. I'm like, it's something's happening. There got to be a through line, some connective tissue that connects all these stories together. Women got higher. Women got higher standard looks for looks. Women got hired standards for looks now. Higher, you meant to say, okay. It doesn't happen anymore. The stories just get traction. Look, women do things too. Stats don't say it's more common. I didn't think it did. I don't know. That's because I feel like I'm seeing more of the stories, but I'm like, I don't know if the stats are saying that it's happening more, that more women teachers are like fucking raping kids. I did see this and I thought it was interesting how like I feel like I see more to this. By the way, I saw this video too, by the way, and Eddie had tweeted about this. This is the nigga who went viral back in the day. Remember Mugshot Bay? He was talking about his experience going viral back in the day. And I thought what he was saying was interesting.
My mugshot going viral. I was probably getting 300 letters a day. And it was just too much.
Yeah.
I'm getting naked pictures. I'm getting money orders, movie opportunities. While I was in the feds, I signed a deal with a management agency. I got random people coming up to visit me and I'm denying them before I even walk up the stairs into the section. And I'm like, I don't know who that person is. I could see him through the glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know who that person is. And they're like, well, I'm still taking your visit. You can deny it, but I'm still going to take your visit for the week. And it's like,
oh, yeah.
So now my family can't come.
They don't know that you only get 3 visits a week.
And what frustrated me is that I had like 2 people who came back like 3 or 4 different times after I had already went up there and told them, hey, please don't come back.
Right. What are they saying? Like,
yeah.
Why are they even coming? They're like,
well, we drove all the way from Tennessee. My son's 5 years old and he doesn't understand why I'm not home and he needs to see me. And so I'm just going to ask that you please don't come back.
So I thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting because I remember him going viral, and I remember like the timeline being in an uproar about how attractive he was. The caption of the video says, people are psycho. And then Eddie from Way Red Flash, out to Eddie, said, man, people are fucking disgusting sometimes. Which I said, interesting we're saying people instead of calling these murder mystery podcast loving white women losers. Because to me, how is this not the number? So we're talking about the prison industrial system already. So we're already talking about the commodification of black bodies, right? So we're already there. And then to double down on it, he goes viral for being attractive and a bunch of, I'm assuming it's a bunch of murder mystery loving white women, because there are shows on TLC about this. They're always white who like fall in love with like a nigga in prison. They're always white, are like basically ruining his life while he's in jail. It's just white women who are attempting to abuse a power dynamic between this man who's a part of the prison system and over sexualizing his existence and believing that he has no rights because he is a prisoner, and he has no rights because, you know, he ain't white, he's black. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the interesting. I think to me that's the conversation that I wanted to have. How willing white women are to just abuse power dynamics when it's beneficial towards when it's beneficial towards them, but at the same time will turn into chapel wrong anytime somebody makes them slightly uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that we need to make white people uncomfortable. I'm not saying we need to make women uncomfortable, but I am saying that white women are a dangerous group of people. They're dangerous. Did he say they were all white women? No. This is like demographic example of a larger function that people generally practice. He did not say they were white women, but I can tell. Like I can do the knowledge. Like you have to, for me, okay, you have to look at who are the consumers of the content that would most align with his existence, right? And to me, that content would be like the murder mystery crime podcast. White women love that shit. They eat that shit up. That's like their whole song. That's their whole jam. They're always listening to it and falling asleep to it. That's like white women's whole jam. And then you have to look at, okay, which I say majority white women. Yeah. We know they're I bet on it. And then I would say, I would dare to even say, but definitely we're not saying that women are coming, don't do this. Look at, okay, I'm arguing with Chad. Let me get the point off. Then I would say, look at which demographic of women would most likely have the funds to travel to a different state to see a man in jail. Who's doing that? A man they don't know. This isn't their baby father. This isn't their father, their brother, their cousin, nothing. This is a man on the internet. This is strategically white women bullshit. It's white women. I don't know. We gotta start. I am of the firm belief that we gotta start calling people losers again. But women, and particularly white women, they gotta get their comeuppance first. We gotta start calling white women losers again. We got to. We've been letting shit slide for too long. First on the list, by the way, is Chaperone, but I'm not gonna talk about Chaperone again because I did that the other day. For Tennessee, yeah, the Appalachian Mountains. He said it drove for Tennessee. Woke 2.0 manifesto. Win, Dom. I gotta live more. I gotta think about it more. I gotta ponder. Yeah, I mean, I gotta philosophize more. But first thing we gotta do, we gotta start calling people losers again. We let people get away with too much shit outside, dog. Too much shit. People, we let motherfuckers get away with too much shit. All right, what else did I have? I don't really have too much stuff that I have a lot of talks about. Just small things that I saw that was like, I'm not going to tweet this because I don't want to get killed for it, but I will say it to a microphone because it'll have less reach. By the way, hold on, real quick. On PMA on Friday. By the way, if you haven't seen PMA, Pride of America, that's like I put together a button-up show. The VOD is still up. Also, videos will be coming out on Pride of America. I'm going to break the VOD down to videos. If you see them if you see them in your algorithm on YouTube, give them a like. You know what I mean? Just give them a like. If you got high points that you want, if you got some high points to spare, those high points will also be greatly appreciated. But on our PMA show on Friday, I talked about the AI fruit cartoons, the AI cuck fruit cartoons. And there's a community member of mine who thought that was slop. I think that we are on the precipice of like. And by the way, we might really be here, but how do I say it? Okay. One of my predictions for Four and I did a 2026 predictions podcast. We did them. It's actually the videos up on the main channel too. We did 2026 predictions. One of my predictions for this year was that we're going to get a fully AI movie before the end of the year. That's something I believe in. And with this new development of this page right here, AI cinema, I think that prediction looking more and more good by the second. So an AI powered TikTok account behind the Fruit Love Island series is already the fastest growing ever, getting 3 million followers in 9 days since launching on March 13th. His video has hit tens of millions of views within hours and rapidly growing fandom. People are watching a made up AI fruit version of Love Island. And they're becoming invested in this. They're watching it and consuming it like this is like content that's worthy of their time. Now, do I believe that some of these numbers are inflated? They just said 3 million followers in 9 days. If I had to guess, I would say a lot of it is bots. I would say a lot of these videos that are going viral, it's definitely artificial. Like they're definitely doing like some buying views to make the channel look more popular, but fake it till you make it is a thing. And I think people are watching this shit. Isn't Darren Ashton's already playing it? It's not fully AI. It's not a movie. So I said it's gonna be a movie in theaters. That we're talking about that Darren Aronofsky shit. We talked about that too. That's gonna be a series on some streamer, I believe. I would love to hear what caught the people's attention. I think something we talked about before, right? When everything you scroll through is slop, when your whole timeline is slop. When you're on TikTok and you're scrolling through and you're scrolling through FYP and it's slop. When you're on IG Reels, you're scrolling through a slop. You're on Twitter, you're just reading slop. It's slop all over the place. I think people have they've lowered the threshold to what they view as actual content. And they lowered it so low that now AI slop is just a part of their content diet. That's my synopsis. That's my thesis. That's what I believe. I believe that like the barrier for entry for what we call content today is so low. It's so low. By the way, I'm a fucking podcast live streamer saying this, by the way. So, take what I'm saying in the grain of salt. Some people will say what I'm doing is like slop. I like to believe that like sometimes we like to have real conversations here that like, maybe change people's mind or like we get ideas flowing and shit like that. Like we are using our brain muscles. But some people would view it as slop. But either way, that still goes to the point. The barrier of entry for what we are considering content is so low. So low. Like we have people doing get ready with me vlogs, which I'm not mad at, but then are using AI programs to edit them. Like they're using AI programs to put together their videos. We're talking about a 50-second video where all they did was just change clothes. They're using AI to edit the videos now. And if that's a part of your diet where like we're so removed from like the human aspect of the content, the creation, what's the difference between that and just watching farm to table AI slop? Why why go through all these extra hoops, all this extra rigmarole when I could just watch the slop? I just turn the slop on. Fuck it. I think that's a lot of people's thought process. Subconsciously, I think most of them are, because I don't think most of them are like, and like, regretfully, I say this, I don't think most of them are thinking that deep about the things that they're consuming, the things that they're part of their content diet. I don't think they are. But to be fair, how we consume content, period, now, with everything being 9x16 waterfalls, influences that thought, right? YouTube as a platform to watch a video, to watch something on YouTube, like the main home feed of YouTube, not like not the shorts section, but to watch anything on YouTube, there's a choice, there's options. You have to select the thing. You have to look at a thumbnail, look at a title, and choose to watch a thing. When you open up TikTok, there's no choice. You're immediately thrown into a endless waterfall of content, an endless waterfall of videos, and you're just scrolling, mindlessly scrolling. If that's how we are trained to watch content today, most people are not putting any thought into the things that they are consuming, because that's not the culture around watching content today. It's just I engage with whatever is in front of me, and that's a sad reality. That's a sad reality of it. Like, people are not taking the extra step and be like, is this something I should be watching? You just convinced me to stop consuming anything that is scrollable. I don't want that to be the takeaway. I don't want that to be the takeaway, because that's like me saying, like, because now I'm fear mongering you, right? That's like me being like, yo, alcohol will kill you. Don't drink alcohol, you can die. There has to be some kind of ethical consumption, right? Like, I believe it's okay to watch IG Reels and scroll IG Reels. I believe it's okay to watch TikTok and scroll TikToks. I believe it's okay to watch YouTube Shorts and scroll YouTube Shorts. But there has to be some thought into the things you're consuming. It can't be mindless. You have to be like, you have to interrogate the content when it comes up. When you see something, be like, this look bad. Hit the not interested button. Hit the not interested button. Block the account. Like, be a part of the content you're watching. Like, be an active participant inside the relationship between consumer and creator. Be active. Don't be passive. Because passiveness is how we get this account having 3 million followers in 9 days. It's just passive watching. It is what it is kind of thought process. Oh, fuck it. I'll watch this. Who cares? It's in front of me. Would you say it's a good thing that people are making it a trend to go analog and start engaging with more digital media? I would say that, yeah. There should be an application that auto curates different mediums like TikTok or YouTube. You give favorite topics and creators and curates a funnel for you to easily content. Yeah, but so fuck. What the we talked about? I forgot the framing. I forgot the words that he used. Hold on. Let me see. Because it's a reason why that app doesn't exist. I gotta find the words. Hold on. Because Four and I talked about this on pod a few weeks ago. Damn, I forgot it. Damn. What's the name of that shit, man? I forgot it. All right, whatever. I can't find it. But the reason why that app doesn't exist is because it's two different type of algorithms that we see, right? There's some algorithms are based off your preference. Like, so YouTube as an app, YouTube learns you over the course of time and suggests you things that you will like based off of things you watch for watch time, things you liked in the past, channels you subscribe to, all that kind of shit. And they curate like a homepage for you of things that you actually will like. The TikToks and the Instagrams do not do that. Because I think the people who train these models are not training these models to, number one, help the creator retain audience. That's not what the models are trained for. They're trained on keeping you here for as long as possible. And those algorithms understand that you will engage with something that you hate for longer than something that you enjoy. Right? There's people that when I last checked chat, there was like 80 people watching here. When I last checked it, it was like 80 people watching here. 80 people watching, and I've had like, you know, a pretty active chat. About 15 to 20 people are chatting, which is pretty good. But there are 80 people here just watching me passively, just watching it in the background, not saying nothing. That's most people who enjoy the content they're watching. It's just on. I'm listening to it. This is good. And then, but especially when it goes to 9x16, oh, this is good. I like this. Scroll. You might like and scroll. But if it's something you hate, something you absolutely despise, something that you detest, it makes you upset when you saw it, you'll leave a comment. You'll argue with people in the comment section. And that, to that algorithm, is just as good as the like you gave the other one. But if that keeps you here longer, you arguing in the comment section keep you here longer, then they won. So the app that is like perfectly, that's 9x16, that's made to keep you, like, you mean, that wants to give you good content won't exist because they're not as, why do that when I can just rage bait you? Why do that when I can just rage bait you? Yeah, it's called reinforcement learning. Models get rewarded for having users and aggregate hit particular metrics. Yes. It's literally what you give your energy to. I don't want to be a technology solutionist, but this could be a thing quite easily even. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just don't think that the companies want to do that. Like, the companies want to do that. You have described Threads to a T. I've described most social media apps. What I'm describing to you is like the app that knows that you will argue with something longer. Like, argue with something would keep you on app longer than just liking a video. Is most social media apps. That's most social media. Even YouTube in long form does that, by the way. YouTube in long form still does that. When 4 and I was doing hip hop content last year, we had a bunch of people who was watching our videos, and we like our channel looked healthy. We were getting a bunch of views, a bunch of likes, but most people were coming only to argue with us. They weren't here to agree or like share ideas or like be a part of a community. They said, I want to argue with you. So I had a bunch of people on my channel who were just here to fight. Just here to fight. That's a reality that we exist in. That's every single social media app. They're all here to rage bait you, make you upset. This is why we have to be particular about the things we give our time to, the things that we are giving our energy to when it comes to our content diet. And I think most of us are not doing that. We're just passive. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, there's 84 people right here. Yeah. 84 people. And like, I had 7 people chatting. Yeah, people are just watching, just listening in the background. It's a podcast to them. They don't hate it, they love it. And they arguing closed-mindedly, so ain't no end goal. When people used to argue in our comment section, they will argue. They will argue for the sake of like just to call me names, to be honest. Like they would like people, you know, people saw me. How do I say it? Like ostensibly, I became a a branch of Drake, and people felt like they got to argue with Drake. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's my synopsis of the situation. That's why people start engaging farming and rage baiting. It's made these apps lame, and the media in general reductive. Yeah, but there's nothing. One thing I truly believe is that as long as there are people who make content for the sake of making money, we will never get rid of the rage baiters. We will never get rid of the farmers, right? We would never get rid of those people. Like, those people will always exist because there's money to be made. There's money to be made. There's money to be made in rage baiting you. There's money to be made in that. Shout out to everybody who I just called out who are chatting. I'm listening while I get my hair done. Shout out Brianna. Shout out Krusty Swag Thigh. He's working. That's cool, bro. Just I'm in your headphones. You ain't gotta type. I know. Y'all good though. Yeah. This might pop for my lunch break, to be honest. I know. That's peace. We should really force politicians to implement more algorithm auditing. Yeah, but then that would means I agree. Number one, I agree. So when it comes to like electoral politics, we would have to, like, number one, make that an issue of the people, like an issue, like an issue of the proletariat, something that we actually care about, and then have to seek candidates who have that on their docket as something that they want to do. But truth be told, similarly to how the people have said that we're not voting for anybody who takes APAC money. We're fighting and still politicians are taking APAC money. We're fighting against conglomerates and lobbying. We're fighting against $1 million of like we're talking about tech companies who have billions of dollars already. Tech companies have billions of dollars and are willing to throw millions of dollars at these problems. Millions of dollars to lobby your local congressman to vote against whatever act we want to push. That's what we're fighting against. Right? It is a corrupt system to begin with. And yeah, I don't know if it's not fixable. I don't know if it's something that's impossible to fix. I just don't have the language or the skill to explain how it can be fixed. By the way, I like to fit the day down. Thank you, Brianna. Why is it too big? Why is it too big to ask consumers to stop supporting stuff they don't like? That's a great question because the algorithms are tailored this way. Like it's training, brother. I used to have that same thought process, right? I used to have that same thought process of like, why are you watching something that you don't like? Why are you watching something you don't like? Why consume that? Hold on. I used to have the same thought process of like, why are you consuming this thing that you don't like? Like it got to be better things out there for you to consume. But then I think what I started to do was like look at the average person's media diet and how they consume content. Like for example, most people right now today inside the chat are like, I'm at work. This is my power while I'm at work. I'm just playing this and I'm working. Most people are passive, like I described earlier. They're passive listening. So they see a title, a thumbnail that might intrigue them a little bit, and they're just like, I watch. And sometimes that leads you into like, watch something that you fucking hate. You fucking despise everything about this. But it's like, you got a 15-minute lunch break, and that Puerto Flaco video was 12 minutes long. Turn it on. Like, I don't know if you ever read like Puerto Flaco's comment section it's everybody being like, oh, this guy fucking sucks. He's awful. I hate this guy. But they still watch him. See what I'm saying? Like, it's no way to get around that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ford just walked in. We about to do the pod in a second. Ford, sit down. Go ahead. I'm about to intro him in a second. Ford's here. We're about to do pod. Sir. Patreon.com/potty mouth for the podcast. It should be up tomorrow. On YouTube membership, I'm still backlogging a bunch of episodes. I should be done this week. Hope so. But yeah, no. Thank y'all for showing up for stream today. We had a great time, great talks, had a lot of fun. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.